So,
but a huge question, Ketzer, that's being floated is, after Netanyahu wins the elections and the president puts the task upon him of forming the coalition, will he go with these right-wing parties, or will he go with Gantz?
So I remember in my time that when I led the Ichud Leumi, and I supposed to be one of the ministers in his cabinet, and finally went with Barak.
Meaning, instead of going with the narrow right-wing coalition, he went with the Labour Party and formed a broad coalition.
It's a possibility, but I think it's a possibility that he will go with Gantz. But because he was taken to, he was not indicted, but he was
recommended
to be indicted, to be taken to a trial on 3 files. And in order to avoid it, he needs parties that, despite that facts, will recommend him to be prime minister, and they will make the agreement with him before they will go to the president, not after, because they learned from me. Because I trusted him, and he finally went with Barak. Netanyahu is a politician. He belongs to the right. But he first of all belongs to himself, and it's a possibility that if he will find himself strong enough, and he will not be tied by a agreement
with the right-wing parties.
With the right-wing parties before they go into the president, with a big guarantee that he will stay with them. It's a chance that he will stay with them, but otherwise, we can find him with Gantz dismantle the left-wing party like he did to the Labour Party, and dismantle it to 3 parties, because Kahol Lavan, it's a new party which made from few parties artificially,
right?
And they can be, and he has a goal and a target to dismantle his opposition, his enemies.
So Ketz is making here 2 very significant points. Number one, he's saying there's reasoning that Bibi will go with the right-wing parties because he's been recommended by the Attorney General to be on trial for 3 separate cases, and probably at least one of them he will actually go to trial. When he actually goes to trial, if his coalition partner is Gantz,
according to the law, to the Israeli law, prime minister it's different from a minister. He can stay in his position till the end of his trial.
To the end of the trial, till he's found guilty.
A simple minister, Derry, for instance, when he was taken to a trial, he had to resign. But he doesn't have to resign till the end. The opposition saying, on the moment they're taking you to a trial,
and that decision is made.
So you have by yourself, you have to resign, because it's fitting.
Etiquette.
It's that the prime minister has to run the country and the state. In the same time, he has to be peers, to go to the court.
So you're saying that Gantz will be much quicker to bolt the coalition, to leave it, yes, once Bibi is charged in the court.
Absolutely.
Where the right-wing parties would say, you know what, we're willing to go with the law.
Because of that, I think you will go with the right parties. And we say in Hebrew, and Baruch translate biyad to Chodesh HaGeula. We are living in a time of Geula, and we are coming from Chodesh HaSimcha, Chodesh Adar. In order we have to be b'simcha, we have to be happy, we have to rejoice. And this is drinking other things. So from the Simcha of Chodesh Adar, we are going to the Chodesh HaGeula, and the election is in Chodesh HaGeula, and probably the way that the Kadosh Baruch Hu made us nisim, miracles, when we were young, he will continue to make miracles when we got